Bringing it back to the door, shit. Making the fast shit emotions.
Obviously, if we gonna do that, right, we finna be shining, nigga. We finna be shining with these diamonds. We finna be making beats. Actually, no, we gonna try to write a song, right? We gonna take the free type beat, right? And we're gonna just try to do all the steps it takes to make a song. You feel me? And then at the end, if I actually manage to do some, y'all gonna have the results. So now we gonna start by, you know, just looking around to see some good shit, some gems, if I may say. Let's go for this one. So we're gonna start with the flow, right? So right now there's no lyrics. I might put some words, but you feel me? It's not gonna be there yet. Actually, just on your mind, just speak it. Yeah, just speak it. Yeah. So whatever's on your mind, just speak it. I'ma spit it around and read it. Yeah. Every day, pull up in the nigga rockin' to the B-Day. And the B-Day. And everybody better than the PJ. Okay, yeah. So that was a good vibe too. I'ma like it. Yeah, shit about. If you have a little wee, yeah. That was hard. Can't even lie. That was real hard. Vibe to it as much. And the real power, that's the real power. And ain't no horsepower. On some real shot, couldn't make sure that they call me big shot. Yeah, big shot. Not a little one, it's just the man's heart. Man, it's not hard. I got these diamond chain on my real shit. I'm iced out, finna get the grill shit and the big shit. Sit it to the pound, finna spin it around, spin it pound town. Yeah, to the pound town, finna make a trip to the pound town. Finna give it to the trip to a pound town. I'ma finna be the trip to a pound town, nigga. Yeah, I'm a real rigger. Yeah, I'm a real nigga. I kept up to the trigger. I'ma spin it around until the tip trigger. That one's good too. The last one. Then I'm gonna pick one from my favorites. After these road doors and this road codes and this real code and this big dough and this big dough. Let me see the last one. Making it rose, yeah. Making it pose, yeah. Sitting around, I feel them making it sitting these toes, yeah. Fuck that. That was good, but it's really hard. So if we let's take a look at those we liked, right? Easier to rhyme on. I put the shit who's there, rose. I put the shit on the T, rose. Right to the door, that in the shit, I put the back in the door. I put the shit in the back in the door, yeah. From the back to the nigga, then in the shit, this back to this nigga. I mean this shit to the back to the thick, and the back to the B.O. Big doors, and the king goes, and the big rolls, and the big doors, and the big rolls, and the big scroll, and the big doors, and the big rolls, and the big stove, and the big rolls, and the big rolls, and the big stove, and the big globe, and the big stove, and the big bowl. Let's start easy, right? Let's start easy with just you know, it's basically just finding the lyrics, right? So I just need to think about the lyrics and what I can say, what I cannot say, and we eventually gonna start with just staying the flow, right? So right now we still got Tom. Take rose whiteness, oh. And I've been close and I stand toes and I take rose and I stand toes and it's clean. And I've been close, I said 10 toes. I said, ooh, and I've been close, I said 10 toes, and I take rolls and cement toes. And I've been close, I said 10 toes, and I take all the rolls, yeah. The cinnamon toes. And I've been close, I said 10 toes, and I take rolls, yeah. The cinnamon toes, I didn't jump and I've been at the toes, yeah. Get on my mode, yeah. We Load this shit, bows. Reload this shit. This shit. Both. Take my 2 blicks. And hit the reload, yeah. And hit the reload, yeah. Take my blicks. I take my 2 blades. I take my 2 blades and hit the reload, yeah. Shutting them up. Shutting on the ops, and I make clothes. I tinted toes and I take all the roads, yeah. Those cinnamon toes. I took my bows and I get on my mode, yeah. I take my 2 blades and hit the I take my 2 blades. And I'm gonna hit and I hit a reload, yeah. Hit a reload. Ooh. Take my 2 blades, aim for the head and I hit and reload. Ooh. Take my 2 blades, aim for the head, and I hit and reload. Yeah. I took my 2 blades, aim for the head and I hit and reload, yeah. Was spot on my feet, making me fly like I'm moving for Doge. So it took me what? 2 hours. 2 hours is taking now. Let's take 45 minutes out of that. I take an hour and a half to finish my lyrics. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the neighbors. Now niggas wanna. No.
I'm not going to low. Went to the past and I made that shit blow. Spinning it back to the door, shit. Making the fast shit emotion. Sending me back full of motion. And me back doing foul shit. Sending me back to the moon shit.
I hope y'all enjoyed. To be honest, I've been doing that shit for what? 3 hours now? So yeah, take care guys and enjoy.
Damn Kalo, you ballin' my G.
Smoking the pack and I go to the moon. Smoking that back and I go to the moon. Aim for the star, shoot for the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. I'm on that shit finna steal all the hoes. Soon as I'm done finna take on the road. Aim to the sky now I'm reaching my goal. Believe me on that, I'm man of my word. Niggas around me start looking like word. No diamonds on the neck to the ribbons. Now done to the top of some hitmen. They wouldn't believe them, so I skip them. After these beats and I back on the road. Smoking the pack and I go on the low. One to the past and I made that shit blow. Spinning it back to the dough shit. Making the fast shit in motion. Hitting me back doing foul shit. Sending me back full of motion. Sending me back to the moon shit. And I been close, I sent toes and I take all the roads, yeah. No cinnamon toast, I put on the boats and I get in my mode, yeah. I take my 2 blades, aiming for the hit and I hit and reload, yeah. Blood spun on my fit, making me fly like I'm wearing for Doge. I take these bitch and I back on the road. Smoking the pack and I go on the low. Went to the past and I made that shit blow. Spinning it back to the dough shit. Making the fast shit in motion. And I made back doing foul shit. Sending me back full of motion. Sending me back to the moon shit. I take these bitch and I back on the road. Smoking that pack and I go on the low. Went to the past and I made that shit blow. Spinning it back to the dough shit. Making the fast shit in motion. And I made back doing foul shit. Sending me back full of motion. Sending me back to the moon shit. The back and I go to the moon. Smoking that back and I go to the moon. Aim for the stars, shoot for the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Doing my shit to get back to the moon. Smoking it back and I go to the moon. Smoking it back to the moon.